Hello, everyone. Welcome to A.O.S Group. Here we'll talk about everything related to language studies. If you are currently learning the French language, the Spanish, the German language, or even the Chinese, we also help perfect the English language. And if you are preparing for internationally recognized exams like TOEFL, like TEF Canada, like IELTS, like TCF Canada, we are always here to assist you. And as you know it, if you are currently working on your immigration process, or your visa applications to countries like Canada, the UK, the US, France, or Germany. We also assist um, in that aspect. Now, as you know it, we're always scheduled to start our live Q&A sessions by 3 p.m. West African time or 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So today is not going to be different. If you have any questions whatsoever relating to the video topic of today, you can actually drop it on the live chat section or on the comment section of this video. Now, that being said, today we are going to be tackling the question 377, um, and it's more of a comment mixed with a question. And the person asked, I want to embark on this JAPA project, but currently have minimal finance at hand. How to go about it? And the question was asked by Zacchaeus Gbadamosi from Nigeria. And as you know it, our questions are always extracted from the JAPA to Canada in 2023 webinar Q&As. Now, this question is a very important question because I do always get to respond to emails of tens of people as regards this question. And I would say Mr. Zacchaeus here is also one way or the other representing many other applicants who are trying to either get funds for their immigration process or even find out ways they can actually go around the funding condition of relocation. And it's quite visible that when it comes to relocating abroad, you need quite a lot of finances to sponsor that project. If you are working on the study permit, it's even going to be much more pricey than if you are working on the work permit or on the permanent residency pathways. And there is no rule of thumb to state that this is the amount of money you are going to spend because a lot of people want to ask how much are we going to spend in order to process our, so to speak, permanent residency. And even though a single applicant, for instance, may spend about 3 million naira, you who are going to be a single applicant may spend maybe like 4.5 million. It is a relative question. Do you understand? The fact that one person spent 4.5 as well does not mean you will spend that amount or even more than that amount. It can be less than that amount. Do you understand? And it's always relative, basically, based on the condition and based on the scenario at hand. So, that being said, every applicant is different. And in order to know how much you can spend, you need to always run a pre-evaluation process for our intending and current applicants in order to know how much they will spend, at least in ranges, in rough estimates, right from the very beginning of the process to the end of their relocation agenda. And now you said you have minimal finance at hand, and yes, as I heard the word minimal, so that shows that you don't even have, you don't, you are not even like someone that don't even have any amount to process or to work on relocation. Because even though we will try to assist you to save money and to make money, you still need to have your own money in order to, you understand, at least get more money. And as the saying goes, it makes money, or it takes money to make money. So it takes money as well to save money. It takes money as well to actually work on your JAPA or your relocation process. So it is not something that you just have to leave the bulk of the work or the bulk of the finances on one person or one organization or even Canada Immigration. It doesn't work that way. Even if you get visa sponsorship, which is one way you can actually get finances, if you get visa sponsorship based on the work for instance, you are able to get a valid job offer from Canada, you still need to spend your own funds to at least the flight ticket, with at least the provisions that you would need to take from your home country to Canada. Do you understand? You still need some things to actually use to put yourself together in order to relocate to Canada. So that being said, I would actually list 5 different ways you can get funds, even if you have minimal funds or if you have some funds that you are still expecting to use to process your Canada immigration. I've briefed on one. I said yes, visa sponsorship. Yes, that's a very common one for people that know it. But I want to actually talk about ways you can get funds that are not really that they are not really that obvious. So the very first one that I will talk about, how you can actually get funds or how you can save up funds, you understand, for your relocation process, is to go and actually source for funds through your family members, your friends, your colleagues. Do you understand? And you can actually get these funds from people that you are intimate with, people that you actually share a kind of relationship with, a cordial relationship or a romantic relationship with. And most times we have seen this work quite a lot for a lot of our applicants. For instance, if you are a boy or you are a girl or you are a lady or a man and you have your spouse or you have your partner, you can actually put the bulk of the funds on that person to actually process your relocation, you understand, to Canada. So that's the first way. The second way is to actually make use of funds from your business or funds from your job or funds from, you understand, any enterprise that you are part of, any volunteering organization or non-profit organizations that you are part of. Because if you are going under the study permit, for instance, you can get your boss to sponsor your education abroad. You can get your say to speak business to sponsor your study abroad. You could get your organizations that you are a volunteer with to actually sponsor your study abroad. We have a lot of organizations, for instance, that does this for students that go to the UK, likewise to Canada, likewise to even the US. So that is another way to actually get funds to relocate abroad. Another way you can actually go about sourcing for funds is to actually use money to make money. And many people don't know about this step. It is a step whereby you would make money from all other people that are relocating abroad. Do you understand? It's not even only limited to people that are going to Canada. You could make money from all other skill, the English language, and you can make them understand how to write the IELTS examination. You can be a language coach just for the meantime to be able to get money, you understand, source for money to fund for your what? To fund for your relocation process. I did something related to that. I taught the French language, do you understand? And I prepared students for TEF Canada and TCF Canada exams so that I could be able to source for funds for my own relocation process. So you could actually do that too. If you have a skill, if you have something that you can actually exchange for value, you understand? Once you give value to a particular applicant, you should or you would expect that applicant to, you understand, remunerate you for that particular service you render to that person. So that's a very good way. And in fact, we at AOS Group, we have a an online course, or I'll call it a package, the Make Money and Migrate to Canada package, the MMM to Canada package, that would allow you to make money. It will train you on how to earn, you understand, hundreds of thousands in your students, all other immigrants there, and you getting paid awesomely for it. Do you understand? In return. Now, another way you could actually use to make money is by actually saving money. It's very important that if you want to, if you don't have a lot of funds, you don't have a lot of funds to waste, you have minimal funds, just like you said, you need to save money. And how will you save money? A lot of people would rush, for instance, to go and write IELTS, and because of that, they may end up writing IELTS 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You don't have that money, so you cannot afford to waste it. In other words, you can save money by, you understand, taking it step by step, trying to calm down. Do you understand? If you're not someone that has a lot of money to squander, you understand, on trying things all over again, you can focus on the pathway that is most effective, the pathway that is minimal, that won't waste a lot of your money, the pathway that you will just have to spend very little on, the pathway that would allow you to get value for your money quickly, you understand, without actually wasting too much money on it. So you can save money on also submitting accurate, complete applications. Many a times we found out that applicants, international students, aspiring immigrants, they make the mistake of submitting anyhow, you understand, their applications, and as a result of that they get rejections, refusals from the visa officer. You don't want to fall into that trap whereby you'll be rejected 2 times, 3 times, because the more you get rejected, the more you spend more, the more you try to actually perfect the reasons or the issues behind your rejections. And as a result of that, instead of you paying what you are meant to pay as at the very first time and working on it to get approved as fast as possible, you spend more, you understand, in the long run trying to perfect your mistake the second or the third time. So you don't want that. You want to be able to save money, you understand, in the process of you actually working on your JAPA project. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any question as regards this topic, or you want to add a comment or clarification, seek a clarification, you can actually go on our website aosacademy.com to drop your comments. You can as well reach out to us on our email admin@aosacademy.com. You can even as well send us messages, chat messages on WhatsApp at 081 or our Canadian number +1. If you would like to actually work with us, then don't worry. You can actually make use of you little creativity and help from us. You can actually create wonders with even little amount of money, little funds, minimal funds, by actually going on this link, how to do wonders with a little travel fund. We talked about how you can actually use very little funds to get massive results from your migration or relocation process. So thank you very much. I do hope you got value from this. If you did, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit on the notification bar to get notified anytime we drop a content, and like and share this video with your friends and with your family. So thank you very much, and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now.